Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to share some of the finished pieces from the kit I received from James Beads for the Design Ambassador program. This is my November kit. I did have a video that I posted earlier of all of the products that I was sent. I will link that video down below if you'd like to see what I started out with. I also will have the products linked in the description if you would be interested in purchasing any of these. Now, a lot of these were made with a sweater weather bead collection called Cozy Up, which had a lot of really gorgeous golds, and there's like a lot of different textures. There's like material. These beads here have like a string around it. There's a lot of wood, just different textures and different types of materials incorporated in that kit. I also used the beaded chain that they sent me. I still need to do something with the little buttons that I was sent, dress it up, the holiday collection. These are the Christmas ornaments. I have an idea. I've never worked with buttons before in jewelry, so I'm still trying to, try to figure out exactly what and how I'm going to do it, how to use these, what I'm going to do. And then I also received this gorgeous snow owl pendant. Now for this, I'll go ahead and start out with this. I wanted this to be the focal of whatever, like I wanted it to really stand out because it is so gorgeous. And in my stash, I found this like braided leather cord, and it was already a prepared piece. I mean, all I had to do was slip this over, and the bail fit perfectly over the, if I can get this chain untwisted, over this one end. I just was able to gently slide it over. It was a little bit snug, but it did slip right over it. And I thought it matched perfectly. It has the same cream color, like creamy white in the feather. And then the cord is like a creamy white. And I thought it looked really, really amazing together. I mean, it makes the pendant be the star of the piece. But yet there is a little bit of interest in the chain because it is like that textured, braided piece. So I thought that this really worked nicely for this pendant. So there is the first item, which I absolutely love how that turned out. I'll go ahead and share this since this is laying right here. These beads were from the Sweater Weather Cozy Up collection, and I just alternated some of these sort of coppery colored, they look sort of like squash pearls, and then these little faceted crystals that are in a sort of a pale peachy pink, sort of very gorgeous colors. And then I put some little spacers between them, and I just added it to the chain, and I thought it turned out really, really gorgeous. I love how this turned out. And then I had these two little bead dangles that were left after I cut the chain where I needed it to be for each side of the necklace, and I just made this little dangle for the back of the necklace. So this is what that looks like, and I think it's absolutely beautiful and very stunning, and it just has a nice length to it. It sits very nicely right below the neckline, and it has a little bit of a curve to it. I did just use some beading wire and connected it with crimps to the end of each piece of chain. Now I noticed, like, well, I know a lot of the design ambassadors do tutorials as they're putting together the pieces, and I would love to do that, but when I sit down, I have no clue really when I first start where I'm going to go with something, and when I actually finally make a piece, then I don't have any extra items because I usually use up all of the items in one piece, and I don't really have anything remaining to make another, like a duplicate piece. I need to do like Terry Jeanette, who is the Tapping Flamingo. She's also a design ambassador. Like when making earrings, she'll have one already made, and then she will show the process of putting together the second one. I mean, maybe I need to start trying to do that if I can remember to stop once I've got one made. But I thought these little earrings here turned out really adorable. Just used several of the pieces from the Sweater Weather collection, and these are like little crocheted balls, and then these are wooden balls with like a gold sort of painted on flower and gold. And then these are like they look almost like a ceramic bead, but I'm not really sure. They're just a wood collar, kind of a natural collar. And I thought all three of those little items went together beautifully, make these cute little dangles. And I did use gold spacers from my stash, little daisy spacers, and gold gold head pins and gold findings from my own stash. And so these are the earrings one of the earrings that I made. And I really like all of the different elements that are in there, and I like how they fit together. So there is that pair. Here's a fun little necklace that I made. I just used some chain from my own stash. I just made this little now I actually have two more pieces that I am working on right now, two more necklaces that I'll share in a video real soon. But this was remaining from after I used up all of the other ones in the other piece. And so I had just one of these left, as well as two of those sort of wood collared beads. And I thought, well, those would make a cute little tassel. And so I took, and there were these sort of brass colored daisy spacers in the collection. And I just put them on a jump ring and hung them from the bottom of the chain. I just cut 3 sections of chain the same length and hung them from the bottom on those little jump rings and made these cute little dangles with those spacers. I thought that was really adorable. And then I thought that made the perfect little tassel with these 3 beads pieced together. And so there you have that necklace. Kind of looks like that. It hangs down really kind of long, and I love how it just hangs. Now this, I had 1 bead left of this and 2 of these sort of faceted beads, and I decided to make this fun little stretchy ring, and it just fits perfectly on my finger like that. And it was just really quick and easy little piece to put together, and just a fun little piece to have in your stash. And that's what that looks like right there. Now these I have kind of grouped together. I'm thinking about maybe making a pair of earrings with these. And there's this one flower here that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. And then these are some more of those little daisy or little spacers. Starbird, I guess they're more like star spacers, not really daisies. And then in my kit, there were 2 buttons. In my sweater weather kit, there were these owls. And there's also these giant puffy pom-poms. And I thought those would make the cutest pair of earrings together. So I just put them on the back here. I just hung a jump ring and attached the jump ring to the ear wire. And on the bottom, I just attached the jump ring to this. I made a little, took the pom-pom, made this little tiny beaded section here with 2 little gold spacers and one of those sort of wood collared beads, and it made these fun little poofy earrings. I love them, absolutely love them. I think they turned out so adorable, and the owls just matched perfectly with the pom-poms. And I think owls are cute and soft and fluffy. My daughter said they're not fluffy, but I think they look fluffy, especially when they're all kind of puffed up. I've seen little videos on YouTube, and sometimes owls do look a little bit puffy and fluffy. And I thought these were just cute with the owl buttons. So that is a pair of earrings, a fun pair of earrings that I made with the owl buttons. So that is what I have to share right now. I'm going to get that next video made pretty quickly. I just have to finish off the 2 necklaces that I'm working on so that I'll have another project share, and then come up with something. I have an idea, like I said, of what I want to do with this. I'm just not exactly sure of how I'm going to do it, but I think I have an idea. I've been looking online trying to find some ideas of using like the dress it up buttons in jewelry, and the only thing I've really found is using them as like clasps, and I don't want to use these as clasps. I have an idea to use them just like this in that order as a piece. So I'm going to try play around with it, and hopefully I can come up with something, and then I will have another video with that. Maybe even a tutorial if I can get myself to kind of know ahead of time what I'm going to do so that I can just piece it all together on video. But thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by and checking out my project share. Again, these are all items that were sent to me to play with by Jesse James in their Design Ambassador program. And I will have the links to the products down below, as well as my original unboxing video if you want to see what everything looked like before I began playing with it. So I will thank you all for stopping by and watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day and take care.